Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. More recycled art because I have a surplus of glass bottles. More nail varnish because I also have a surplus of that. And during Christmas I did a glass bauble and I just dumped a load of different coloured nail varnishes in there that I didn't think were going to go and just swirled it around. And it had such a cool effect and it was so pleasing to do. I'm going to do it again. Just because I liked it and I liked the way it looked, and I'll be curious to see what we can get going on in the bottle, because there was a lovely comment, I'll have to check up on the name if I remember before this video's over, saying that it looked like a planet, and it did. So let's see what we can do with a bottle. Can we make a planet in a bottle? Let's find out. Now I might not use all of these. I've picked this selection out. And they're mainly pearls and metallics, and there is a two-tone going on in there. That looks really cool. I don't know if the camera will catch that, but hopefully it will when it's in the bottle. And we'll be going close up at the end anyway. So let's just do it. And I'm just going to pour a bit in and then swirl it around a bit. Now, I didn't let it dry in between pouring it in last time, so I don't know whether I'll do that this time or not. We'll see. But it's going to be very, very pleasing to do. In fact, I could just do that to begin with, just to get things going. Let's get... We'll give it a bit of a shake. Like, remember the old, I don't know if you get them so much anymore, but at one point ketchup did come in glass bottles, and so did brown sauce, and you'd forever be banging it up and down because the air would, the suction would stop it from coming out. I think we can put a little bit more yellow in there because this is considerably bigger than the glass bauble that I used over Christmas. We'll send it all the same way to begin with. We could do that, couldn't we? Don't smack the table with it though. Make sure you've got a really, if you're going to do this like I am, make sure you've got a really firm grip, because the last thing you want to do is go, that would be a bit of a disaster for more than one reason. We don't want that kind of disaster on our hands. Let's get a bit of orange in there. Now the yellow was kind of metallic. The orange is a bit glittery, but very, very nice fine glitter. With a lot of the decorative bottles that I do, I don't tend to decorate them from the inside. So if you wanted, you could put like a couple of fresh cut flowers in there with a drop of water at the bottom. I wouldn't do that if you're gonna decorate the inside out like this with nail varnish, because eventually the water will just eventually bubble the varnish. Plus it might be an end to your flower. So I'd save these pure for decorative purposes. You could put fake flowers in there. That'd look really nice. There are some pretty fake flowers out there. Let's do a bit of this. I think this is going to be one of those things where I don't need to be so moderate with what I'm putting in. Let's go bold with a pink. Quite a bit of pink. It's looking really cool on the bottom. And it's starting to get a nice effect where the colours are starting to run over each other and into one another. Let's do a bit of this. I think we'll put one more in now and then let it dry out so we can have some running into each other. Oh, there's a healthy blob of pink come out, and some that are, you know, so we're building up layers as well as a bit of natural blending. We'll put a little pale in there to start, or should we pair these off? So we'll put a load of these three in first, and then these three, and then those three. Let's try that. So we'll put a bit more yellow in. And we'll try and get a bit more orange. So there's already quite a whack of pink in there. I'm going to try and get the orange to come down this corner. Alright, I'm going to leave that upside down for a little bit. Put the next load of colour in. It doesn't seem to be pooling anywhere now. Do this one first. This is a really nice colour. It's sort of like purple. Oops, then it's on the table. It's sort of like purple gold. It's a bit like chameleon effect. Oh, it's starting to come down. I think we're just going to need more in there. Yeah, let's just get quite heavy with it. With the heavier stuff. Try and send it over that way. I don't want to do that. Let's not do that. I don't think the bottle could take many more of those. In fact, I got really lucky. Gold in next. Let's try and put the gold in. This one's quite glittery and quite a bit thicker. So I'm going to put this one down an angle if it'll come out. This one's so thick. It's so thick. It's almost like sculpting material. It's messing with my plans. Alright, well, let that do its thing while I do the rest of this. We know the others, yes, all the others that I've got out are going to be kind. But the gold's put a kink. What other colour could I put in there in this with these two? There's a couple of purples in here. Let's try this one. Since the gold doesn't want to play games, doesn't want to be a good sport. Let's try and get some purple in there then. Oh, it's building up. And it's looking really nice. So it's not looking like a planet right now, but it is looking rather nice. We'll send one more of this two-tone down there. I'm going to leave that to dry. Oh, the purple has sort of run amok. The gold is doing something interesting where it's started to dry. So I think what we're going to do is bite the bullet, put the last wave in, though probably minus this one, because I can't imagine this one's going to be any different. It is not. It doesn't seem to be in any hurry to come out. So let's just put in this sort of pearly colour and a dot of white. And we'll try and get all the bits that haven't been got. Where we're going to bite the bullet is, I'm going to plunge it in cold water to help it dry on the inside, because there's so much going on in there that it's going to take a very long time to dry, and eventually it'll pool in the bottom and go a bit murky. So, and hopefully plunging it in cold water will help it dry Actually, I was going to put some yellow in there as well, wasn't I? To try and bring that up again a little bit. We want it to fall in there. Let's try and get this one. Try and get it to come in here. Let's try that orange down there first. Get it to pool around here if we can. Fill in down there. So let's try that. Oh, how cool does that look? Oh my goodness. Right, I don't think we have any more naked spots. Oh, this looks so cool with the light underneath it. Let's just turn this upside down for a moment. because there's a bit up there. I want as much excess to run out as possible at this point before I plunge it in water. Well, our nail varnish poured inside a glass bottle is finished. I, in the end, did not plunge it. I ran it that way up under the cold tap for as long as my hands could take. And a little bit got up on the inside, and obviously bits of nail varnish fell out with it. Nothing came away from the bottle, so that was good. But I didn't want a risk, because I really like how this has come out and how cool it looks. Let me get my phone up so you can see some of the colours going down. Because I'd have liked to have tried to have kept them a bit more separate than they ended up. But that is fine. Look at this, the swirls that's going on. And come over here if I can. Look at the colour. That is really cool. See, if we could have got a bit more of what's happening up here, down here. That was the original plan, to have it like creeping up. The yellows and the reds and the orange, well, the yellows and the oranges sort of coming up into the blues and the purples, and then ending up with, if there's any that can be seen, this sort of, it's all gone into one a little bit. There's a pearlescent, chameleon-like nail varnish in there. There's the little bit of gold, which has actually got quite a nice wood effect to it. That's the gold that wouldn't go down for me. It was too thick. So it's just going to stay up there. Let's see if we can... We can't see much of what's going on there. You can see where, when I was running the water, it's all splodged up this end. Not an issue, because you can't see it from the outside. Though it does look like a bit needs to come in right there. But I think that's just where that original pearl, because that pearl was so fine. Yeah, you can see a bit more. Actually, that's just, you can see, never mind. Ignore me. This is a better angle to see everything from. Because it hasn't got my light from up top shining down. How cool is that? We can have it dubbed Galaxy in a Bottle. I'll have to have it set up one day with just my phone, so you can all enjoy watching it swirl around in a lot better detail. Yeah, Galaxy in a Bottle. Here's another bit of recycled art. This one I wouldn't put a flower in. I think if you would put water in there, eventually it would bubble up and blister and swell. Plus it might be the end of your flower as well. I don't think flowers would take too kindly to sitting in. Even though dried, you know, it's like varnish, I still think it's going to perhaps end your flower a little bit prematurely. But put fake flowers in there. You can get some rather nice fake flowers. And that can be part of the charm as well. or make something stick out the top, or just stick a cork in there. I do need to still get some corks. So for some of these, I just want to cork them off and just have them as they are. So yeah, let me know what you think. Was it a success? Do you like it? Is it visually pleasing? Would you give it a go yourself? Thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. We are growing as a lovely art-based community together. And I thank you all for checking me out. Subscribers, non-subscribers, commenters, non-commenters. You're all amazing. And you give me incentive to push harder and stronger and faster and just do more. Like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. Thank you all again so much. Take care and see you in the next one.